legitimately, Christian Guzman, Jeff Seid, a young Jeff Seid, should be a champion type of physique for the sport. That is more attainable, not that it's attainable for most people, but the level of muscle size is more realistic, and people could say, geez, man, if I train for 10 years really hard and I have really good genetics, I could maybe even get to that size natural. Coach Greg, and today I wanted to talk about the problem with competing in the IFBB, particularly in men's physique. It has gotten insane. It is stupid at this point. The guys are freaking monsters. If you don't believe me, check out Fernando Chala, IFBB Pro. 185,000 followers on Instagram. The dude looks absolutely amazing. And I'm not here to say that they don't look great or ridiculous or like just stupendous. He does. He looks crazy. I would trade physiques with him in as fast as I could snap like that. I would trade physiques. He's way better built than I am. He competes in men's physique with board shorts. His bicep alone has more muscle in it than my whole body. His biceps alone. Men's physiques, board shorts. Like, we used to have this new division. It used to be new. It's not new anymore. 8, 9 years ago, whatever. First guy that won the local show that I saw, he was about 5'10" and 155 pounds. Could have been built natural even back then. Now, men's physique, it's like men's bodybuilding, except for with a small waist. That's what it is. It's men's bodybuilding with a small waist, but you're wearing shorts to cover up the legs that you may or may not have. Some do. This guy, he has great legs. His legs are there. Now, what can we do about it? Some stupid suggestions. For example, let's have a weight class for their heights. Like in classic physique. Like I can only, as a pro, weigh 185 pounds, and as an amateur, 175 pounds, which is stupid. Amateurs can weigh 10 pounds less than pros. So as an amateur, I can't even be big enough to win, and then as a pro, I have to all of a sudden put on 10 pounds. Should be the same weight limit for both amateur and pro. It's crazy. It's big. But guess what? Men's physique is so big now that there's guys in men's physique that can't compete in men's classic physique because they're too big to make weight. So what does that mean? That means that if you say, oh, well, why don't the big guys in men's physique just move up to classic and compete against Chris Bumstead? They can't because they're too big. They're bigger than Chris Bumstead. Maybe they're not as tall, but whatever. The weight to height isn't proper. I'm at the limit of how big I can be in classic. And there's men's physique guys that dwarf me. I go and weigh in and suntan in and do the pro tan and the spray tan. And the tanners are like, what division are you in, men's physique? What do you mean? I was a bodybuilder. What are you talking about? Guess you take it as a compliment that maybe I'm so good looking that I could be in men's physique. Because let's face it, that's the good looking division. That's the model division. Men's modeling. Unfortunately, it's come to the point where you need to be a mass monster to be good at the pro level. At a local novice amateur yoop-diddy-doo-dah show, sure, you can show up and not be jacked and crazy huge and maybe you'll win. But when you move up the rankings, when you get to nationals or pro, you need to be a monster. Anyone that sees you in the gym would look at you and say, there's a bodybuilder. There is a bodybuilder. They don't think, oh, I want to look like that guy. He would look good on the beach. I bet he's got a nice beach bod. No. People write me and they're like, oh, you know, I want to look like Christian Guzman. Christian Guzman would get last place in men's physique. Are you kidding? He needs 30 pounds of muscle to do it. You think you can do it natural? Maybe 1 in a million can do it natural at the elite level. You can't do it. Not natural. They need to have a division so that guys with normal amounts of muscle, the kind of muscle that's achievable, maintainable, maybe even possible to do without enhancements like anabolics and SARMs and so on. They need a division for that. It needs to be men's physique beach or something. Call it whatever you want. Men's normal physique. And you need another division added into the men's divisions. We only have 3, women have 5. Why do men have 3 divisions and women have 5? That seems not gender fair to me. You know, they should have a new division. The circle division. Be a circle. Whatever. Something else. I say muscle model. I like that name just because you're modeling with a lot of muscle and you can be jacked. Like this guy, Fernando. He's a good-looking guy, and he's got so much muscle, and if he flexes bicep, it would embarrass mine. It would embarrass Chris Bumstead. Crazy. Some people are like, well, Chris Bumstead couldn't do men's physique because he doesn't have big enough arms for it. Mr. Olympia Classic Physique can't do good in men's physique because his arms aren't big enough. Does that not sound stupid to you? There should be a distinct difference. Every single men's classic physique competitor should look bigger by a lot than men's physique. All of them, all of us. I should look big if I stand next to a beach body model. But I don't. They make me look small. Maybe not at the local amateur show, but on the pro stage, most of those guys dwarf me and look bigger than me, biceps and all. The only difference, I don't have a small enough waist to do men's physique. That's why I'm not in it. If my waist is 4 inches smaller, I could do it no problem. That's the problem. There's not enough distinct difference between all the categories. All categories favor a small waist. In bodybuilding, you can get away with having a gut, basically. It's the only difference. They're bigger, but there's no difference. They're not like, oh, you get last place because your chest is too muscular and your arms are too big in men's physique. They don't do that. They just give you the prize. Small waist, shredded, awesome. Watch the Olympia. You need to bring back the class to be like for this kind of guy. David Lade. That should be a physique that could win men's physique. David Lade. Christian Guzman. Maybe with about 10 more pounds of muscle. That size. Jeff Seid. A young Jeff Seid should be a champion type of physique for the sport. That is more attainable, not that it's attainable for most people, but the level of muscle size is more realistic, and people could say, geez, man, if I train for 10 years really hard and I have really good genetics, I could maybe even get to that size natural. Right now, it's if I do test, trend, and every single thing in the world with amazing genetics, maybe some of us could get to the size of men's physique. And there's stupid comments, and did this on my Instagram. And they're like, oh, if you think that most guys can't get that big on steroids, then you're an idiot. And I'm thinking, yeah, you do it. I'm not natural, and I'm not that big. So if me with good genetics hasn't done it, what makes you think the average person can do it? Most people on anabolics don't look like they work out, let alone look like they're a friggin' professional IFBB pro classic physique or men's physique competitor. So men's physique competitors at the pro level are, in fact, bigger than a lot of the classic physique guys. They're big enough to be open bodybuilders. If he showed up to an amateur bodybuilding show, would win men's overall in almost every single show he would show up to. Does he have small legs? No, he has awesome legs. Everything is good about him. Awesome every way. Shredded, he's almost 4% body fat. And that's another thing. Men's physique guys, you think you can show up at 8 or 9%? No, you need to be peeled. There's no difference. Every division, shredded. Shredded, and more shreds. Stand there, look at me. It's a friggin' ripped machine on stage. There needs to be separations. Look at the women. They have bikini wellness, whatever that is. Bikini. At least you know that they don't need to have 10% body fat and strided glutes. They're allowed to have a little bit of fat on their bodies. They don't have to look like they're on anabolics, even though most bikini competitors are not natural. Wake up call, people. Bikini girls are not natural. A couple are. The rare ones. But most are not. At least it's kind of attainable. You can do it natural. You just need glute implants, glute inserts, and breast implants, and Botox, and lip filler, and hair extensions, and, just a few things would help. But they're all natural. No, there's no way they're on that cleanse stuff. No, would they ever take a fat burner? Oh, no, shocking. No, they would never do that. But they're natural bikini girls because they're not all muscle. They don't have deep voices. So they can't be on any anabolics because they would have to shave, right? So many people have known nothing about PEDs at all. They think that everything you take is going to take you and make you turn into a man and look like me. If it was that easy for girls to look like me by taking a couple supplements, why aren't the guys who are taking those things looking good? Think about it. Men's physique. The guys are getting up there with gynecomastia, you know what it is. I mean, you think that they're natural. Oh, they got it at puberty. It was when they were 13 and stuff. Well, get it surgically removed. Too bad. As if you're not spending thousands of dollars getting contest prep. You may as well spend thousands more cosmetically fixing that up. They're not natural. Okay? Board shorts. I don't even agree with the fact they're wearing board shorts. Men's physique, does that mean there's something wrong with having leg development? Is there something wrong about judging a man for having some kind of muscle in his legs? They're still working their legs, most of them. Why not shorten up the stupid shorts and judge the whole body? I don't see women's bikini as being women wearing jeans and walking out and showing off their upper bodies. Women's wellness, they all wear bikinis. Where is this division where the women show up and they cover part of their bodies? What are they going to do next? Add the next division. Men's legs. I woke up with a friggin' sweater on and I flex my legs and they judge us on whoever has the best legs? It's stupid. Why are you judging men's physique on half their bodies? You think they're judging their calves? Seriously? Do you really think it? No. You have zero calves and a small waist, wide shoulders, you can win the show. Make them develop their legs, show their legs off. I don't care. Make the shorts a bit shorter, whatever, show half the legs, something, so that you have to train the whole body. Why are we promoting half bodies? We shouldn't be. I disagree with it. I don't care if you agree or disagree, but I have my own opinion. You have your own opinion. Comment below and like this video, because if you like it, more people will watch it. Some stupid algorithm that doesn't make sense, that I don't understand, but apparently I don't tell enough people to like my videos. Like it. If you got this far, you must have liked it. Think of it. You're in like 10 minutes into the video. Like it. So something needs to be done. Another division needs to be added. And we need to give people a chance who don't want to abuse drugs to be in a friggin' competition, a chance to have a fair chance at being good at something without being overly crazy. Women have bikini. They don't all need to be bodybuilders. They can be smaller girls that still look good. Men don't all need to be as big as me or way bigger, in fact. Guys should be able to look like, the normal sized guys that work out, like the Christian Guzmans and the David Lades and the Jeff Seeds, the young Jeff Seeds. So I picked those three out. Just guys like that. Something to strive for, something that's not really realistic, but at least somewhat realistic. Okay? Subscribe and click the bell button. I got so many videos like this. Half the time I'm ranting. The other half I'm explaining stuff about diet, nutrition, supplements. Click on this video, check that one out. Click on this one, check out that video. And if you want to be coached, GregDoucette.com. If you want to follow me on Instagram, where I post so much stuff, we have lots of chats there. Go on Greg Doucette IFBB Pro. Until next time, I am out of here.